truth, we take off. Don't like what we say, cause they soft. If they ain't with it, that stay lost. If they make up a group, it's a break off. And we don't do unity camps. It's only one body in Christ. We follow these laws. Endure to the end and we sacrifice. Every day we working, exposing these lies and false teachers. Hell yeah, we gon' talk about it. Blasting the truth through these loudspeakers. You niggas just acting like bitches, only care about riches. Give a fuck about your feelings, you're killing our sisters. And I can't forget to mention you niggas is snitches. Got us fucked up, y'all niggas just talk tough. Acting like y'all about shit, y'all really need to shut the fuck up. UPK, we warlords, we take ground and we here to stay. Get rid of the get gone, fuck a break off, y'all in the way. Let me tell you something, man. The I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA been here since 1969. We ain't gonna let no fake Israelite group, no unity camp. You understand? No fringes on the shirt wearing motherfuckers tell us what the fuck to do, man. Y'all sitting here letting heathens in your group killing our sisters, man. You ought to be a goddamn shame of yourself, man. We ain't gonna stand for that, man. We're gonna continue to speak out against that. We ain't going nowhere, man. You ain't gonna run us off no block. You understand? Under normal circumstances, I would have a whole nother verse on this song. But see, these ain't normal circumstances. These the type of circumstances where everything needs to be addressed, man. Everything need to be put out on the table, man. A mirror need to be put out in front of you niggas' faces, man. So y'all can see what y'all doing. You need to see your transgressions. That's the only way this shit gonna get resolved, man. That's the only way we're gonna be able to sit down at the table. You gotta get rid of your pride, man. You gotta repent from your transgressions. You gotta come together, man, in one body. Now, I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. The I.S.U.P.K is that one body, man. That's the only way this gonna get resolved. So now, what you gonna do? You either gonna barbecue, you gonna mildew, man. You gotta make a choice. And those are your only options. I pray you understand.
All right, y'all, we're going to play one more before we get started.
They want me in the penitentiary, but I'm in the truth. The Lord had other plans. Lord had other plans. I had to let go of that life to get my life. I know they not gonna understand. They wanna see me down. Won't let them take my crown. Won't let them take my crown.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But the ones that rule now, they say that slave is a choice. Call it the great migration. Slaughtered like animals, devils got a perpetual hatred for our nation. This place need to burn soon. Still licking our wounds, ain't in a position to listen to calls. We ain't got time for your 2 cents. While we still getting hung by a neck, it's such a nuisance. Should've knew sense back then. 3 strikes to get you life for the dope, and they the ones that brought the crack in. What the fuck happened? Used to be sweet. Segregation, the reason we thrived on Black Wall Street, trying to paint the picture clear. Cause the signs of the times are here, and the end is near. No cowards, the Father we fear. Take heed, and he that have an ear, let him hear.
They want me in the penitentiary, but I'm in the truth. The Lord had other plans. Lord had other plans. I had to let go of that life to get my life. I know they not gonna understand. They wanna see me down. Won't let them take my crown. Won't let them take my crown.
Have to give power back to the black masses. Prophecies breathe life into these dry bones and black ashes. We in the midst of wars ravaging, strung out and scavenging and staggering to witness the murders these devils averaging. With no remorse for they senseless killings, they want us to forget and get out our feelings. We slaughter by the millions, support the weak, comfort the feeble-minded, gather together cause brotherhood is a weapon long as we equal-minded. We reap the bondage cause we sow the evil. We stand bold as a lion, lead by example. We gotta show the people that we royalty genetically. The real Jews are black, we say it unapologetically. Trying to paint the picture clear, cause the signs of the times are here, and the end is near. No cowards, the farther we fear. Take heed, and he that have an ear, let him hear.
They want me in the penitentiary, but I'm in the truth. The Lord had other plans. Lord had other plans. I had to let go of the life to keep my life. I know they not gonna understand. They wanna see me down. Won't let them take my crown. Won't let them take my crown. They want me in the penitentiary, but I'm in the truth. The Lord had other plans. Lord had other plans. I had to let go of that life to get my life. I know they not gonna understand. They wanna see me down. Won't let them take my crown.
All right, clap it up.
Four Super Bowls.
Shalom, Israel. This is an Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And we are led by the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Houston Wednesday law class. So we're going to get right into the law. And today we're going to talk about, the title of the class is Unclean Consumption. One of the things that, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans like to do is to, pretty much like eat and consume things that make them happy or make them merry. So today, we're going to talk about, the unclean foods that we're not allowed to eat. And then we might get into another subject, that keeps a lot of people away from the truth. That is smoking. A lot of my brothers and sisters, man, I believe in God and I follow the law, statutes, commandments, but man, I gotta put the blunt down, I gotta put the cigarette down, and that keeps a lot of people away from the truth. That keeps a lot of people away from the Lord. So we're gonna get into that later on. But first, I want to my first scripture I'm gonna go to today. We're probably not gonna be that long tonight either. Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Come. Oh, you have to get the other mic circuit. I think the battery's out on that one. But I'll read the scripture as the other one. Get ready. This is Colossians chapter 2, verse 8.
Like this.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Right.
A lot of our pastors, or religious leaders, even, people in our family, man, like they have their own philosophies about, what's right and what's wrong or what you can do and can't do. You got a lot of preachers that smoke. You got a lot of them that do all types of things. You got grandmothers that they love Jesus up and down. But they got a pack of Newports or a pack of Virginia Slims, sitting on the couch, and not knowing that, that is unlawful. You got a lot of people that just follow their own likeness of the Bible, of the scriptures. And it reads, after the tradition of men. Some of these traditions are after men. We follow, anything that appease to the masses. You go to places or you choose places that appease to your liking. Some people like going to museums to see art. So the art museum, they have all type of exhibits and all type of things that attract a person that likes to view art. You have places, like when they have like car shows or boat shows, gun shows. They have gun shows every day, you know, almost every month, you know what I'm saying, in Houston, you know what I'm saying, for people that like guns, all type of different guns. You know what I'm saying? And you got people that go to certain churches because it appeases to whatever they liking is. You know what I'm saying? Well, they don't get on you too much about following the laws. You know what I'm saying? They may tell you about, you know what I'm saying, you know, thieving or lying or killing, but they don't say nothing about homosexuality, or they don't say nothing about eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You know what I'm saying? Plus they quiet, they be jamming. You know what I'm saying? And you will go to that church. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, this church, they teach about money. You know what I'm saying? They teach about prosperity. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come up in the world. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get my money up. So I'm gonna go to this church and learn how to activate, you know what I'm saying, my prosperity. You know, that's one of the words they like to use, one of them attractive words, you know, activate. You know what I'm saying? I saw this video on YouTube. They had the little boy, they teaching the little boy, he Holy Spirit activate. You know what I'm saying? And they playing around with it. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that are right.
To the black community, then you're gonna see black people on YouTube doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It never fails. Everything that happens in the black church today directly comes from the white Christian church.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And we make it viral. You know what I'm saying? We like all these little dumb TikTok dances, like our oppressors do that stuff first most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like words like that. And you know, TD Jakes, you know what I'm saying, he used that word a lot. You know, activate. You know what I'm saying? You know, he be walking across stage, you know, wiggling his fingers like this here, you know. And God said, oh, you gotta activate this and activate that. You know what I'm saying? Like those are attractive words. You know what I'm saying? And the church has become a circus. It's become a show. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep reading this here. After the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. So everything that they doing in these churches is not after Christ. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Um,
Con. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're teaching their congregation how to follow them versus Christ. You know what I'm saying? You got, especially women, you know, women brag on they pastors so much to where they almost start fights in the mall or start fights in the nail shop. Oh, my pastor do this. Oh, girl, your pastor don't do this. Your pastor ain't got this. Your pastor ain't got that. My pastor, he come to the 8 o'clock service and he get out about 9:30. Then he get in his helicopter and fly to another side of town and go do a service over there. And I'm gonna follow him over there. Your pastor can't do that. Y'all got one church. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you giving your money away to this man. You know what I'm saying? Or woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's after the traditions of men, because you know what I'm saying, with men, one thing about men in power, that they do not want to relinquish their power. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Sadducees and Pharisees, you know what I'm saying, you know, in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, you know what I'm saying, when Christ came, they didn't want to relinquish their seat. You know what I'm saying? They had all the power and they had all the influence. You know, the Sadducees and the Pharisees was almost, you know what I'm saying, had more power pretty much than the government or the king, you know what I'm saying, back then. You know what I'm saying? Like even what General Mayak was bringing out, how, you know what I'm saying, how, you know what I'm saying, like the Sadducees and the Pharisees were pretty much, you know, coercing people to choose Barabbas versus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. You got somebody that's claiming to be king and, you know what I'm saying, a savior. He's doing all these miracles and a lot of people following him. He's healing them. He's doing this and he's doing that. So everybody's starting to gravitate towards him and giving him power versus them. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing their power deteriorate. So hey man, just choose the rabbits, man. I got you, whatever. It's just pretty much how they do politics now. You know what I'm saying? Vote me in and I make sure, what I'm saying, your bill get passed. Or, I make sure your neighborhood get, brand new streets and brand new signs and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Vote for me and I'll make sure you get all the contracts on this side of town. All right. So, these, you don't supposed to follow the vain deceit of the traditions of men, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not of Christ, it's of a man's own liking. So now I'm gonna go to Exodus chapter 11. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, a lot of people, man, they skip over this chapter, you know what I'm saying? This is the dietary law that's in the Bible, in the Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when we say don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, it's not because we don't want you to not to eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. We don't want, you know what I'm saying? We did not want you to be hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's in the law. You know what I'm saying? We follow the law, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying, in this school. You know what I'm saying? If you would, sir, you can start from at verse 2. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 2.
11, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
All right, now it says, speak unto the children of Israel. So, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, this is what you can eat. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be like these other nations. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and eat like these Moabites. You know what I'm saying? They going to have another plague come upon us. You know what I'm saying? They eat bats and all type of stuff, man. And it's a reason why we're not supposed to eat that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we live in the results right now. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the Lord told the children of Israel. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 3. Whosoever parteth the hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth the cud among these beasts that shall ye eat. All
right, it says, whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven footed. You know what I'm saying? Cloven footed is pretty much like, you know what I'm saying, like a camel toe, a split. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much like how, how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle foot is. You know what I'm saying? Or, the camel's foot, or like you know what I'm saying? Like that. And cheweth the cud. Cheweth the cud means, you know what I'm saying, you eat plants. You know what I'm saying? You eat of the, the fat of the earth. You know what I'm saying? You might eat berries, leaves, grass, tree branches or whatever. All right?
If I may?
Verse 4, sir.
If I may, right quick.
Go ahead, sir.
And it's also dealing with chewing the cud. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's about, how can I say this? It's about digesting the food. I'm reading it right now. From the first stomach of rudiments to the mouth for further chewing. You know what I'm saying? The chewing of the cud. Salaki, go ahead.
All right, you can go ahead and read verse 4, sir.
Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divided the hoof, as the camel, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
All right, so it says the camel. Salaki, I did reference the camel's foot. You know what I'm saying? It says, nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that cheweth the cud, or of them that divided the hoof. You know what I'm saying? The camel does divide the hoof. You know what I'm saying? But but these you shouldn't eat though. It says the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you. You know what I'm saying? The camel has like I don't know what you would call it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not divided like a hoof. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Verse 5. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
All right, a coney is like a rabbit. I'm looking at the definition. So a coney is like a rabbit. So you can't eat rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's gonna go to, other types of families of hares, or you know what I'm saying, rabbits, and later on in the scriptures. But you can't eat the rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, rabbits, all they eat is grass. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord says, unclean unto you. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 6. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
Right. That the hare is another, rabbit type of animal. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Come. Verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
All right. Now it says, the pig is cloven footed and it divides the hoof. You know what I'm saying? But he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Now, what do pigs eat? Pigs eat everything. You know what I'm saying? Pigs were the garbage disposal units, you know what I'm saying, of time back then. You know what I'm saying? You had a horse that died, or you had a cattle that died, you know what I'm saying? Because it's against the law, you know what I'm saying, to eat something that died of natural causes. So what you gonna do? How are you gonna dispose of that? You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna dispose this big old oxen that's just laying in the field, or this horse that just died, you know what I'm saying, while walking? Because you can't eat it, you can't cut it up and eat it because it died of natural causes, or it died from a snake bite. You know what I'm saying? You didn't kill it on your own, you know what I'm saying, for food. Well, you can't eat horses anyway. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's against the law to eat something that died of natural causes. So how do you get rid of these massive beasts, you know what I'm saying, before it starts stinking and polluting the land and everything? Swine. Bring the pigs in. You know what I'm saying? That was a business back then. You had men just how people like that herd sheep. You know what I'm saying? They was the lawnmowers back then. You know what I'm saying? Sheep and lamb, and goats, they was the lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? You needed a field plowed down or cut down. Yeah. Let my sheep go on, knock that down for you. But you had men also that were swine herders. You know what I'm saying? They bring they herd of pigs, you know what I'm saying? Or if you can bring whatever to them and they'll take care of it, but they'll just herd them pigs to your land, and they'll get down on that dead animal. You know what I'm saying? Clean. You know what I'm saying? Like a pig eat his own, you know what I'm saying, his own rotten flesh. His own, you know what I'm saying? The baby pig die, daddy pig finna come eat it. You know what I'm saying? Just think of how they live now. You know what I'm saying? They live in slop. You know what I'm saying? A pig wants to get dirty. A pig wants to be nasty. You know what I'm saying? They have all type of parasites, that live inside their, you know what I'm saying, in their system, because they eat dead things. They eat decaying flesh. So they got worms and maggots and all type of stuff. Like you can see it like sometimes when you buy pork chops and stuff out the store. See all these little things swirling inside the meat. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the main reasons why, of course, because the Lord says unclean, you know what I'm saying? But this is one of the main reasons why swine is unclean. Go ahead, sir.
And the white man is so against the Most High. To nowadays, he calls swine the new white meat.
Right.
You understand? And it's all a game to him. He knows who the children of Israel is, who the children of Israel are, rather. And for him to keep the power that he has to push that type of sin on us for him to stay in reign. You understand? So,
right. It's so wicked to where like pork is a stock. Like you can go to Wall Street right now and I want 1,000 shares of pork. You know what I'm saying? It's a stock. It's a business. It's a big business. You know what I'm saying? And that keeps you further away, you know what I'm saying, from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Even in dire straits, you know what I'm saying, you're not supposed to eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Like Muslims, you know what I'm saying, they known for not eating pork. But in that toilet paper they read, if you about to die of hunger, you can go and eat some pork. Now that's bass backwards. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
These Arabs, man, good night. Let me tell you something, man. In their corner stores,
Right.
they'll sell you a pork chop sandwich. They won't touch it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're really in the hood, they sell nigga crack pipes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The damn a pork chop, they will sell you a crack pipe. So
Right.
they have no idea what it is. You know what I'm saying? But they know that's what you want, so they'll sell it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
right. They won't eat nothing unlawful, you know, for themselves, but they'll sell anything that you need or that you want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they got pork chops in the back because they know you gonna buy them. Matter of fact, they'll hire another company to butcher the pork. You know, they don't want to touch it. They'll hire another company to butcher the pork and then package it up and then sell it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like this animal alone is one of the most controversial things, you know what I'm saying, black people have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on pork, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I ain't never had a pork chop sandwich that I didn't like, you know what I'm saying, in the world. But once I started learning the truth and started following these laws, statutes, commandments, I put it away. You know what I'm saying? I left it alone with no problems. All right, we can keep going, sir. Verse 8.
Leviticus 11, verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Yeah, they are unclean to you. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even touch the dead carcass of a pig. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, when you go to these restaurants, make sure they don't put bacon on your burger, on your sandwich, on your salad. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's best for you to not go to these Chinese restaurants and get combination fried rice or even chicken fried rice, because sometimes they don't even be chicken. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you vet these places. You know what I'm saying? Because like the other one said, they don't care what they sell you. You know what I'm saying? And you be so hungry that you don't even care what you eat. As long as it tastes like chicken, you will eat it. You know what I'm saying? You got something, sir?
If I may, and you can tell who are the true people of God today, because when a Negro get these laws, they come up, they prosper. You understand? Like the so-called
Right.
Jewish man,
Right.
they have kosher pork. They
Right.
have pork where a rabbi comes over, he blesses it, now it's good to eat.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They have kosher, a whole bunch of things that's kosher that's against the law. It's kosher because a rabbi has prayed over it, and now they eat it. Only in the I.S.U.P.K, man, and I can't stress this enough. We fight for this law. You know what I'm saying? We fight to be a righteous people for the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the imposters, they hate this because there's a true people who are rising up because of these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? But so like, I mean,
No. What you're saying is heavy because, like you said, they prosper off of our culture. You know what I'm saying? And we so stiff necked and stubborn that we don't even want to take hold of our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to live and do everything else. Like when you go to You know what I'm saying? One of the big things, we eat now is sushi. You know what I'm saying? From the Ammonites. You know what I'm saying? Sushi, like raw fish. Like some of the sushi is lawful because you know what I'm saying it's just rice wrapped in seaweed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like some of them they be having like the squid and all other. So we about to get into the seafood in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you can go to 9, sir.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whosoever had fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right now it says now this is what you can eat that's in the water. Anything that has scales and fins. You know what I'm saying? And one besides pork, besides swine, it's one of these fish that black people love. I'm talking about make you go to church to get a plate after Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That's catfish. Yeah, cat man, like catfish is stereotyped among black people. You know what I'm saying? When uh when other nations think about black people, they think about fried chicken, pork chops, and catfish. You know what I'm saying? So when they make their little jokes, we get a bucket of extra crispy and a couple of grape sodas. You know what I'm saying? Like they like every restaurant sell catfish. You know what I'm saying? Like out of all the fish that in the sea, every restaurant you go to gonna have catfish. Why is catfish unlawful? Yeah, it got fins. It's a fish, but it don't have scales. If you ever just looked at a catfish, it got skin. You know what I'm saying? It has skin just like like a dolphin or a shark. You know what I'm saying? Now we ain't talking about like these little like where you got to get a magnifying glass to see the scales. Nah, the Lord is talking about scales that when you take the little tool and you scrape off the scales that look like eyelids or contact lenses. Yeah, that's scales. That's a lawful fish, like red snapper, drum, even alligator gar. But you can't eat catfish. You can't eat dolphin. You can't eat shark. You know what I'm saying? Like even you can eat tilapia, even though they say that's a man-made fish. Even if it is, it got scales and it got fins. Even what they call the catfish substitute, which is swai or sway. It has scales and it has fins. So it is lawful. All right. You mind keep going, sir?
Like for me,
Go ahead, sir.
nigga, salmon is delicious.
Oh, and salmon, salakia. You can definitely have some salam, some salmon,
Right. Oh, it's salmon?
salmon, or some people say salmon.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some people be lazy, just don't want to say the L.
Right.
Salmon.
Salmon.
Yeah, salmon. And actually, sardines are lawful too. Blech. I can't. Ooh, hey, I can't fool with no sardines, man. But they are lawful. You know what I'm saying? You keep going, sir.
No sweat. Verse 11. They shall be even an abomination to you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcass in abomination.
All right, so there go that word abomination. You've seen this word associated with something else that the Lord definitely don't like, and that's homosexuality. So you might as well be a homo if you eating
Shrimp.
shrimp or catfish. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, sir.
Come on. Verse 12. Whatsoever hath no fins, no scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
No fins, no scales. So that's like squid, octopus. I know, women they love calamari. fish eggs and stuff like that. Like when you go, like when some of these people get their money and they go travel to all these different countries and they want to try the food that they eat, you can't do it because first of all, most of the stuff that they eating is raw. They eating raw squid. They eating raw octopus, frog legs. Go ahead, sir.
And if it had not been for Moab, I would never know the different type of crustaceans in Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You watching TikTok and see them pick this big ass lobster and they're weighing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To sell to somebody, like, what is this? You know
right.
What I'm saying? Like, I would never know these abominations even existed if it weren't for these other nations.
Right. I didn't even know that they had different, like, okay, I didn't see when I was coming up, a jumbo shrimp was like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now a jumbo shrimp is probably about the size of this cup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or what they call it, a prawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm gonna leave that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are abominations to the Lord. And what the traditions of men have taught us in the rudiments of the world is that it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay because they're making money off of it. They teach you it's okay because they making money off of it. We don't have no shrimp boats. Black people ain't got no shrimp boat cabins or no fishing boats. So whatever they catch in the sea, they selling. You know what I'm saying? So if they catch 10,000 pounds of catfish and only 3,000 pounds of trout, which is lawful, they thinking like, man, we got all this catfish. You know what I'm saying? But if it's unlawful to eat, we're going to have to throw all this stuff back. We losing money because we can't be staying out here all day trying to catch all these fish. So we need to talk to somebody to make all this stuff legal or lawful. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, yeah, catfish, yeah, we can eat catfish. Matter of fact, I'll give you a discount on it. That's like even pork. Like, pork is cheap in the stores. You know what I'm saying? But beef is through the roof right now. They made it so accessible for you to, like, even all the things that you like eat. Like, man, I was so mad when I found out pepperoni was made out of pork. I was hot. Because I used to like the little Red Baron pieces and the Totinos and the Hot Pockets, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that kept me fed in college pretty much. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Totinos and the Red Barons or the DiGiorno's and stuff like that. Man, that kept me going. You know what I'm saying? You go to the store and get you a little 50-cent pizza, the little heat up pieces, the parade pieces. You know what I'm saying? That kept me going. When I found out pepperoni was pork, I was like, damn, what are they gonna eat now? You know what I'm saying? Supreme pieces, got that Italian sausage on it, that's pork. Like, nobody eat beef in this earth. But everything that we eat, you know what I'm saying, pretty much has pork in it. Go ahead, sir.
And it took me coming to the school to realize there are other options out there.
Right.
When I first stopped eating pork, I'm like, damn, I'm eating now. I'm starving to death.
Right.
You start finding out how you can. It's many ways to cook salmon. Salmon, you know.
Right.
Ways to, just different fish. I never heard of. I mean, I heard of it before, but I never actually went and tried to cook a drum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These things never existed before me because I was so stuck on pork.
Right.
Catfish nuggets.
Catfish. I'm talking about you go right down the street, $1.99. You get you about 15 of them.
You know what I'm saying? But when I put those in, it opened me up to more healthier foods as well. You know. What I'm saying?
Right.
It's because I came here and I was taught out there outside these walls. That's all you are fed. The food that the Lord hates. You know what I'm saying? You like. My father's from Acres Home, and in the Houston area, that's like, it's like a little nice rural air country type.
Right.
Like, that's eating squirrels.
Right.
That's what he grew up thinking. You know what I'm saying? Eat these squirrels, you're going to shoot them down, you're going to cook them and all that. They taste just like chicken. But no, nigga, it ain't chicken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's unlawful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to beat that mentality of this is all we have to eat. There's other options. Go ahead, priest.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, myself as well. You know what I'm saying? It made me start paying attention to things. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way down to like snacks. You know what I'm saying? I never was a marshmallow eater per se anyway, but just to know that the fact that, you know what I'm saying, Rice Krispie treats, they use pork in the marshmallows to make them. I'm like, well, damn. You know, even gummy bears, like you got to watch what type of gummy bears you eat. Like you got to watch everything. You know what I'm saying? Like once you start learning, you know what I'm saying, the truth, when you come into the truth, like you'll start being aware of a lot of things. Because one thing you don't want to do is be an abomination to the Lord. So you're gonna pay attention to detail. You know what I'm saying? Like so when you go to restaurants and they got a Caesar salad, or they got, hey, do y'all put bacon bits in there? Oh yeah. Or if you go somewhere and they got a something cheddar queso nacho thing, and they, you know, hey, do y'all put bacon bits in there, or is that made out of pork? Oh, yeah, well, no, I don't even want that. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to pay attention to it, and most of the time you will. All right. You go to 13, sir.
Verse 13. And these are they which ye shall have in abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle, and the ostrich, and the osprey, and the vulture, and the kite after his kind, every raven after his kind, and the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk after his kind, and the little owl, and the cormorant, and the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, and the greer eagle, and the stork, the heron after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat.
And the who?
And the bat.
Now, when y'all want to go to Beijing or Okinawa, wherever you want to go, and you walking through their little markets, and they just got all type of animals just hanging there. You want to try something? You know what I'm saying? And you want to try a bat wing or something like that? You better think about Leviticus chapter 11. You know what I'm saying? You better pull it up on your phone. Like, okay, yeah, they got all these animals in here. They got owls you can buy to eat and all type of things. You know what I'm saying? So these are the birds that you can't eat. You know what I'm saying? And with most of them, you wouldn't want to eat anyway. I mean, especially the vulture. The vulture is just like the pig. Something dead around you, because you're gonna see a vulture just circling around, waiting for you to move so he can land and eat it. It can be laying there for 2 weeks. It can be stinking. He gonna land down there and pick him something out of there. You know what I'm saying? The eagle too. You know what I'm saying? Like they eat dead animals too. Go ahead, sir.
And people think an eagle just so, because America's,
Right.
what's the word I'm looking for? Just so, just,
Dun dun dun.
I mean, eat a dead rat, man. Chill out.
Right.
Like,
Right, man. I just off topic, man. I saw this rabbit. I'm talking about juke the mess out of eagle. You know what I'm saying? The eagle kind of trying to swoop down and get him. He hopping. The eagle just flew by 1,000 yards that way. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get him. But yeah, anyway, that's these birds are unlawful. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta, like, all you experimental eaters, like sometimes you gotta calm yourself down, because all of this, most of these things are not expedient for you to eat. That's how people get sick. You know what I'm saying? I remember I went to my college homecoming probably about 3 years ago, and one of my friends, she was talking about how she went to this exotic food restaurant and was eating all type of stuff. She was eating eel and all type of exotic foods. You know what I'm saying, that you that you would just only hear on National Geographic. You know what I'm saying, turtle stomach and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying, and then about 2 hours into us kicking it at tailgating at homecoming, her stomach just gave up everything. You know what I'm saying? On top of her drinking. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, when you eat and then you start drinking, like, the food, soaks up the alcohol or the beer, whatever you're drinking, you know what I'm saying? And you're good as long as you're drinking water to kind of, level yourself out. But she gave up everything right on the side of my truck. Thank the Most High she didn't do it inside my truck. I would have been even more madder than I was. You know what I'm saying? But, these things get you sick. You know what I'm saying? Even people that necessarily, unintentionally follow the law, not eating pork, like some of the, the health nuts. Well, I haven't eaten meat or I haven't eaten pork in a few years. And then I said, well, I'm gonna try me a pork chop. They get sick fast. You know what I'm saying? Their stomach turn upside down because something in that, in that flesh is still unclean. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
And exotic, I hate the word exotic.
Right.
Exotic is just another word for something outside of our own culture.
Right.
Like that food is exotic. Man, that's what she was exotic.
Right.
That food is another nation, and that woman they saying exotic, she's a heathen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's one of those attractive words. Right. You know what I'm saying? When like even with we'll get to that part later. You know what I'm saying? But when they talking about marijuana, I got that exotic. Oh yeah, the exotic. That's the one that's supposed when you hit it, you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be good. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we can go to where we stop at. No, go ahead on the 20.
Verse 20. All fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you. Verse 21. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. 22. Even these of them ye may eat. The locust after its kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you.
All right, now we're going back to the every flying, creeping thing that have I'm Salakia. Verse 22. It says, well, you can eat locusts. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's what John the Baptist was eating. You know what I'm saying? So they lawful.
Right.
Every beetle and every grasshopper after its kind. You know what I'm saying? So these are lawful bugs that you can eat. Now, when you go to Asia or wherever you go, and they got fried or grilled grasshopper, yeah, go and get them a try. You know what I'm saying? But that bat leg and that monkey foot, nah, leave that alone. Them gorilla knuckles, nah, leave.
Right. I'll tell you something. In Africa,
right.
You go right now and get you a pair of gorilla knuckles for real low. You know what I'm saying?
Golly.
Bush meat.
Right.
They go find anything on bush meat, they come and they cook it.
Right.
Buy for $3.
Golly.
Monkey ass.
Right. Right. But the red part of the baboon.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Golly.
Half off.
Everything must go. Maybe even you. All right. We can drop down to I guess what 25.
Verse 25. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening.
All right. So if you just so happen to, come across one of these carcasses and and you just so happen to touch it or the blood get on you, you take them clothes out, you really just burn it. But you wash them clothes by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be unclean until even. You know what I'm saying? Which means you probably couldn't come to class, until probably about now. You know what I'm saying? Or if you didn't win sundown having, you gotta wait 24 hours. All right. Um, you keep going.
All right. Verse 26. The carcasses of every beast which divided the hoof, and is not cloven footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean.
Go ahead.
27. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws, among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you. Whoso touches their carcass shall be unclean until the evening.
All right. So they got paws like dogs, cats, wolves, bears,
Panther.
panthers, tigers, lions. They are unclean. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't eat them. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what they do with bear meat. Once they kill the bears, I know they make rugs out of the skin or whatever, out of the fur. But with the meat, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Tigers the same way. Lions. They be in Africa just slaughtering all the animals. You know what I'm saying? Out there. You know what I'm saying? It be African men riding around oppressors. They go rhino right there. Oot, 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 oot. And they shoot him for his tusk. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care because they finna take that meat back to the village and you know what I'm saying? Ha la 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 la.
Falling elephant trunk.
Right, elephant trunks.
On a high ball.
Right. Right. Good night. You know what I'm saying?
28.
28. Go ahead, sir.
And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. They are unclean unto you.
Right.
29. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind.
All right, now this is why you should be careful with going to these Chinese restaurants. Because your Kung Pao chicken or your General Tso's chicken just might be rats. You know what I'm saying? I remember Passover, the last time it was in New York. I was riding with Officer Tazadak, and I think we was Officer Malakwa was with us. We was going to pick their ribs up at the hotel because they lived in Chinatown. And Officer Malakwa, he made cause like if you ever been to New York, you're gonna see a gang of rats everywhere. Look this way is 5 of them. Look this way is 7 of them. Look forward is 13 of them. Like you not gonna miss a rat in New York. So Officer Malakwa had made a comment. He was like, man, you don't see no rats in Chinatown.
Nice.
And so that got me to looking. I'm like, rat, wait. I don't see none. Like I'm trying to find them. You know what I'm saying? In any other parts of New York, you trying to get away from them. I'm like, God damn, like get all these rats out the way. But in Chinatown, I didn't see none. I'm looking for them. And I was like, well, that solidifies it for me. I ain't eating Chinese food out here. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't trust them.
Right. So Chinatown is single-handedly leading the fight against rats in New York.
Right.
You know
Right. You know what I'm saying? Dogs and cats too. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people done seen those videos where they just throw the dog in the hot water. You know what I'm saying? Then take him out. Then they just rub his fur off. It just come off. So you know what I'm saying? They throwing the dog in there live too. You know what I'm saying? They throw the dog in that boiling water. They take him out. They rub his fur off. And they hang him up on the thing. Then slice him and chop him up. You know what I'm saying? And some of them they put them on a rotisserie and grill them. And like you can see this in they little markets they little food markets that they got. You know what I'm saying? Like these are all abominations to the Lord. Like the children of Israel should not be eating these animals. You know what I'm saying? The safest thing for you to eat when you go out of these towns is chicken. You know what I'm saying? That's just don't even trust the beef. You know what I'm saying? Because you in America, you know what I'm saying, you can eat beef because when I'm riding down the street in Texas, I'm gonna see some cows, so I know there's beef in Texas. I don't know if there's beef over there. You know what I'm saying? People are always talking about this Wagyu beef that's in Japan or whatever. I mean, okay, it could be beef. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm gonna let y'all have that one. All right. What we on, 31, sir?
Verse 30.
Verse 30.
Verse 30. And the ferret, and the chameleon, and the lizard, and the snail, and the mole, these are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doth touch them, when they be dead, shall be unclean until the evening. 32. And upon whatsoever any of them, which they are dead, doth fall, and it shall be unclean. Whether it be any vessel of wood, or raiment, or skin, or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the evening. So it shall be cleansed.
All right. So if one of these things fall dead, now these like them little like the ferret, the chameleon, if they end up dying in your backyard, you gotta watch that porch. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got a little futon outside or whatever with the cloth pillows, you gotta wash those cloth pillows. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff will be clean until unclean until even. You know what I'm saying?
If I may,
Go ahead, sir.
in today's movies, I watch a lot of horror movies. And so in any movie, you see someone eating, for instance, like zombie movies. A zombie would be sitting eating a dead carcass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when he eat it, the people know there's something wrong with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he eating
Right.
a dead dog or a dead person.
Right.
There's something wrong. Let's get away. You know what I'm saying? Because through these scriptures, man, I'm telling you something, man. Our culture, which is being used in America a lot, especially when this COVID stuff came around. You know what I'm saying? You got to wash up. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's unclean, you got to wash that off and remove it. You know what I'm saying? But this is just to prove that how these laws save lives, man. It's like
Right. We can drop down to 41.
verse 41. And every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten. 42. Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever had more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination.
Right. So you can't eat snakes, can't eat alligators, crocodiles, beavers, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They got a few Cajun restaurants out here, you know what I'm saying, that, they do fried snakes or they do fried alligator. You know what I'm saying? They tell you it tastes just like chicken. You know what I'm saying? They associate everything with chicken because they know black folks love chicken. You know what I'm saying? So they make the seasonings to make it taste like chicken. You know what I'm saying? So these things are unlawful. All right. Colonel McCon.
Verse 43. Ye shall not make yourselves abominable with creeping things that creep it, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them, for ye shall be defiled thereby. 44. For I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Right. You should want to be separate from these other nations eating these nasty animals like that, man. That's this dietary law or the things that we're supposed to eat and not eat is for the children of Israel only. Yeah, the Arabs, they can eat what they want to. The Chinese, they can eat what they want to. The Hamites, they can eat what they want to. but we can't. You know what I'm saying? We can't eat hyena. You know what I'm saying? We can't eat koala bear or panda bears and nothing like that. Kangaroo. We can't eat that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now we can drop that. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, it on as far as eating unclean food. You know what I'm saying? Because well, you know, the Christian church, like they'll like to run the axe and say, well, the God said you can't call what the Lord called clean, made clean, unclean. Well, he wasn't talking about food. He was talking about people. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord cleansed people from being, you know, sinners and started following him. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about. It's not talking about food. You know what I'm saying? So that them misinterpreting that scripture opens the floodgates of you sinning. Because when you hear that, that means, oh, God made it clean. He did make it, so he can make it clean. You know, that's what a weed head to say. Go ahead, sir.
And the earth knows that these foods are bad for us. Like when you go to the doctor,
Right.
the first thing he asks you been eating seafood? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your blood pressure, you eat pork. He said he asks these things because he knows that our people in abundance eat these things, and these things are bad for us. You know what I'm saying? At one time back in the day, prisoners was only fed shrimp and lobster.
Right.
Shrimp. Prisoners.
Right.
Now it's a delicacy. You know
right. Just like the parts of the pig. You know what I'm saying? That's a delicacy now amongst black people, because, you know, people they love they love to try to hold on to traditions that were going on in slavery. Well, you know, when we was in slavery, you know what I'm saying, our slave masters, they gave us the scraps of the pig or scraps of whatever. So that's why we eat chitlins. That's why we eat hog maws and stuff like that. You know, it makes the food taste better, you know, because that's why everybody put, you know, hog maws or you know, stuff in their green beans and, you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Right. And Negroes eating chitlins for the first of the new year.
Right.
You mean to tell me I got to eat a pig's ass to have a lucky year?
Pig's butt. Like, right. You know, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, if you ever pass gas, you know what I'm saying, and it smells bad, you know what I'm saying, that's coming from your chitlins, from your intestines. Now just imagine a pig, you know what I'm saying, all the stuff that they eat, and you eat healthy. You eat salads, you eat kale, you eat this, you eat, you know, and then when you pass gas, and you be like, ooh, it's stinking here. Well, just imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing about it, you gotta wash these things like 3, 4, 5 times, and they still smell like boo-boo. I used to leave the house when my mom used to cook them things. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't want my clothes, like the whole house, like, you had to get that smell up out of there for like a whole week. You know what I'm saying? Cooking them things. And I used to try to throw them away bowl by bowl. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because they make them by you know, the pot be about this big. You know what I'm saying? And everybody sprinkle their hot sauce on it. They get, you know what I'm saying, slurping them up. I was never a chitlin eater. Now, pork chop sandwich, okay. But chitlin, pig's butt, nah, not me.
You got to put a little mustard on to take the smell of
put the mustard on it. Right, he'll say anything, man. Like, golly, it's like, but you wanna hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, when we were slaves, you know what I'm saying, we did this. Okay, well, when we was slaves during good times, we followed the law, statutes, commandments. Why not do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're able to have, we still in slavery, we're able to have jobs and stuff now. So let's eat lawful. We ain't got to eat no chitlins no more. We ain't got to eat the scraps. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to do none of that. All right, so that's pretty much the dietary law that we're gonna cover today. So now I want to get into the other part of the unclean consumption, and that's smoking. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that, you know, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans like to do, besides eat unlawful, is consume other things that's unlawful, and that is smoking. You know, whether it's smoking weed or smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they was like, well, you know, smoking cigarettes, it calms my nerves. You know, I be at work all day and people be making me mad and I just want to smoke a cigarette when I get off. Or same thing with weed, man. Weed, man, it calm me down, man. It calm my nerves, you know what I'm saying? Like, it make me feel chill, you know what I'm saying? When I get out of work, man, I be like, man, bro, man, I need me a blunt, bro. You know what I'm saying? But those are traits of addicts. You know what I'm saying? If you need a substance to help you calm down, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing drug addicts do, like crackheads. You know what I'm saying? Crackheads, you know what I'm saying? They try to chase that high, but they're trying to take the edge off. They're trying to take the woes of this world away. They trying to just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that you do when you smoke weed, or the same thing that you do when you smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off with 1 Corinthians. No, Salakia. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll start there first. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not of your own? So like, and ye are not your own, for ye are bought with the price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. You know what I'm saying? Like when you when you hurt your temple, you know what I'm saying, it's nothing of your own. You're dismantling, you know what I'm saying, the God that's in you. You know what I'm saying? Like burning something like this incense is burning. The Lord loves this scent. You know what I'm saying? Your body is not supposed to intake smoke. You know what I'm saying? When you put something on fire, you know, the chemical change, you know what I'm saying? It changes the chemical, it changes the state of that whatever you burn it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you burn paper, like it changes. When you burn whatever, you know, the chemical state changes. You know what I'm saying? So like when you burning cigarettes or when you burning marijuana, the change, you know, it's a change, you know what I'm saying, that happens. And it's not for the better, it's for the worse. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they like to, well, you know, we from the earth, you know what I'm saying? You know, God put this here for you and me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go to Genesis. Let me see, where was it? Is it 1 and 29? Oh, this is Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. It says, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree which is in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. You know what I'm saying? You know, people in the world will take that scripture and say, look, God put weed on the earth for us. You know what I'm saying? It's natural. It's natural. But you know what I'm saying? Everything has its purpose. You know what I'm saying? Tobacco has its purpose. Marijuana has its purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to be smoked. You know what I'm saying? It's meant to be consumed. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
I've never seen a nigga roll up poison ivy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You get some poison ivy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never rolled up no poison ivy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never rolled up no sticker bushes. You know what I'm saying? But everything has a purpose, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that weed doesn't. Weed does have medicinal purposes. So does tobacco. It has medicinal purposes. You know what I'm saying? Tobacco, you know what I'm saying, was used as like an antiseptic. Or you know what I'm saying? It was used like the leaf, you know what I'm saying? It was used to like stop bleeding. Stop, you know, like if you was bleeding, you got cut or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You put the leaf over there, you know what I'm saying, and it'll coagulate the blood and it'll start helping your skin heal. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So it, you know, of course, it has its, you know, medicinal purposes. It was used for other medicinal purposes as you know as well. Also with marijuana. You know what I'm saying? It's used to relieve pain or whatever else have you. But let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people say, "Well, see, look, you know, I be in pain. That's why I smoke." Well, did the doctor prescribe that for you? You know what I'm saying? And if the doctor prescribed it for you, I'm quite sure he wouldn't tell you to smoke it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like I was just reading something. It says, you know what I'm saying, like when you smoking marijuana, when you smoke it, when you burning it, it has way more cancer causing agents than tobacco, than a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you a question. You say you in pain, and when you do this and you do that, so what happens when you're not? Okay, when you have a headache, you know what I'm saying? Most people they either take ibuprofen, Tylenol, or whatever. But when that headache is gone, they stop taking Tylenol. They stop taking ibuprofen. So, but when your pain is gone, most people still smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? You can't self-medicate yourself. And that's what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans do. They self-medicate themselves. You know what I'm saying? They smoke their life away. You talking to a former smoker. You know what I'm saying? I used to get out of work and do my thing. Sometimes at work or right before driving to work. You know what I'm saying? Thinking is numbing my brain so I can get through this shift. But it's not doing nothing but slowing me down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not able to think straight. You know what I'm saying? And most people that smoke weed, they think they scholars. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there smoking and like, man, what if the sun got in a fight with the moon? Who you think will win? And everybody else sitting there smoking with him like, you right. Cause the sun hot, but the moon cold. Like, which one to win, fire or ice? And so everybody, oh man. Yeah, if you carried one, you know what I'm saying? Because you know the moon got like 4 different transformations. You got the new moon, you got the full moon. See, the full moon, that's the one you don't want to mess with. And then the what they call it, the waxing moon, the crescent moon, it looked like a knife or a sword, so it can kind of cut up the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things that weed heads come up with in their head. And you think I'm playing because I used to be one. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I finish that blunt, guess what I'm doing? I want to boost my high. Fire up that cigarette. Because I'm thinking in my head, man, I'm already right here. I'm trying to get right here. So I'm going to fire this cigarette up and boost my high. I ain't doing nothing but making my breath stink and my lungs collapse. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to go to Proverbs 16-27. This is book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there's a burning fire. You know what I'm saying? Where do you get weed from? You got to dig it up, right? And then once you dig it up, you break it down and you put it in some type of leaf, and then you put a fire to it. Now, you got some professional smokers when once you smoke it, then you smoke it all the way down to the end. And, when I was in the world, still, we used to call them doobie kings. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a doobie like this here. I don't know if you can see it or not. You know what I'm saying? But they'll sit there and, burn their whole top and bottom lip, burning their gums, trying to get that last hit. You know what I'm saying? And you ought to know that's like some drug addict stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you got $10 to your name, and you deciding whether to put some gas in your car, get something to eat, or buy that gram or that dime sack. That's some crackhead stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or man, I got $10. And how I used to do it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna meet it in the middle. I'm gonna take $5 and get a $5 bag. And then that other $5, I gotta take $1 to get something to roll it with. And then the other $4, I'm gonna go to McDonald's, hit that 99-cent menu, and then give me a jug of juice that was $1 or $1.50. So I was best of both worlds. I was high and full. So you couldn't tell me nothing. I wasn't no drug addict. I wasn't no crackhead. I ain't had no crackhead tendencies because I met both of my needs. But that's still crackhead mentality. Right. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got your last $20, and I'm gonna put $10 in this tank, and I'm gonna buy, the pack of cigarettes gonna cost $7. But then I still gotta have something to eat. Then I still gotta give my baby some lunch money for school. So damn. Well, I just give her $1. Give him $1. All he wants is something from the snack bar anyway. So I'm gonna give me 10 on pump 5. Give me the pack of Newport Short in the box, or the Virginia Slims, or the Marlboros. You know what I'm saying? Them cowboy killers. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give me something to eat. And then I just give them $1. Hey, here go your lunch money. Mama, this ain't enough. It costs $1.75 for the. Boy, you better take this $1 and tell her to make it enough. You know what I'm saying? So now you done shorted your kid, your child running around school, stomach touching his back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else kid out there eating good except yours. All right, I'm gonna drop that. Let me see, Exodus. (22 and 18). No, this is talking about the drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? It says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know that a drug dealer, especially the ones that cook crack, that's witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? You're mixing chemicals. You're mixing this elixir. You know what I'm saying? A poisonous elixir. You know what I'm saying? To serve to your brothers and your sisters. You know what I'm saying? And they smoking and they eventually killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you don't smoke crack. Okay, well now they putting fentanyl in the weed now. So you gonna take that gamble now too? Oh man, my weed man good. He's solid, man. He 100. You don't know that because you don't. That man don't have no boats where he can go pick his own shipment up. So you don't know when and where they're lacing his marijuana. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are dying from smoking this marijuana now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's laced with fentanyl or some type of rat poison or something like that. Go ahead, sir.
And that dollar is more important to him than your life.
Right. The dollar is more important to him in his life. I'm talking about it's so more important, just like especially the people that sell crack. They sell crack to their family members. I know somebody that was selling crack to his own mama. You know what I'm saying? That's how much the dollar meant to him. I know some people that sell weed to their mama or their dad. And just imagine you get a bad batch. You know what I'm saying? And then you sell your mama a sack. Then she end up dying from your product. Now you, oh man, bro, now you tripping.
You the main one crying at the funeral.
Yeah, you the main one. Ah, take me down, take me down, Lord, take me down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But Auntie Bessie and Uncle Gerald, they looking at you, nigga. You the one that sold it to her. You know what I'm saying? But Uncle Gerald, he gonna, hey man, give me a second. Don't give me that shit you gave your mama though. Right? It's a lot. Excuse my language. Right? Don't give me that shit you gave your mama though. Right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna drop that and I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Give me 1 second. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. I'm gonna start at chapter 38, verse 1. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him, for the Lord hath created them. So if you got a headache or if you got illnesses, you go to that doctor. Don't try to self-medicate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, weed, man, it calm me down, man. Well, go to that therapist. If you need calming down, they got some good dope for you if you need to calm down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the Lord made them for. You don't lean on your own understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give me a couple grams, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna chill and calm my nerves, you know what I'm saying, or my feet hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, you know, marijuana does have its medicinal uses. But most of the time when doctors prescribe people marijuana or THC, they give it to them in an oil form. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time it's for people that like got cancer or like cerebral palsy or something like that. It ain't nothing for no regular dude that just his feet hurt from standing up all day. It ain't nothing. It's for serious ailments, for serious pain. You know what I'm saying? You know, cancer patients, like, you know, if depending on how far along they are, they in some real live pain. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when they give them that marijuana in a form of oil, you know what I'm saying, and however they use it, you know what I'm saying, but they definitely not smoking it. You know, they may add it, you know, to their food, or they may add it, you know what I'm saying, they just might take it straight up, however they do it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't self-medicate yourself, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of you saying that you're in pain or you sick or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're an addict. Addicts self-medicate themselves. Oh, my life is hard, man. I need to get away mentally. So what? They smoke that crack and get high and pass out for a day. Wake up in the morning hungry and they eat and then they chase their next high. So they still trying to escape, you know what I'm saying, the reality of this world. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can escape the reality of this world if you come in the truth in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? We'll teach you how to follow these law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? To help you fight your demons. You know what I'm saying? This is verse 2. For the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the King. You know what I'm saying? From the Most High cometh healing. You know what I'm saying? Not from nothing else. You know what I'm saying? That's just a mind trick that you playing on yourself. All right, verse 3. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. You know what I'm saying? So if you really you know, in pain or you really sick, go to that doctor and let that man do his thing. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna like, man, appreciate it, doc. You know, this is my doctor right here. You know what I'm saying? He helped me get rid of all my pain, and you're gonna refer him to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Verse 4, the Lord have created medicines out of the earth. Okay, like we said, you know, Tobacco is used for medicine. Marijuana is used for medicine. The Lord did make it for medicine, but not for you to use as no recreational drug. You know what I'm saying? Most people smoke because it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? The most popular thing is that hookah. You got grown men sucking out of a hookah straw. You know what I'm saying? And that's a Hindu custom. So you in double violation because you following another culture's tradition. All right. All right, I'm gonna drop that one and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna just drop right there. But you know what I'm saying? Just think about when you smoking, man, and especially like when you smoking with other people. Like especially now with this COVID and stuff going down. Somebody gotta break it down. Somebody gotta lick the cigar, bust it down, fill it up, and lick on it again. You know what I'm saying? This one person, he licking on it, then he tried to dry it off, but you know, his spit's still on now. Fired up, pass it to you. Now you putting your lips on where he licked at. You know what I'm saying? Then you pass it to somebody else now. The third person is putting their lips on where your lips and somebody else's lips been. And God forbid if it become undone at the end, and then you gotta lick it again and then dry it back up. You know what I'm saying? That's almost a form of homosexuality. You swap and spit with 2-3 other dudes. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, some people down these days, you know, they like to smoke bats, what they call them, you know, a fat one. You know what I'm saying? That's probably about the size of a cigar. And you put that in your mouth that somebody else done licked on. So y'all just pretty much licking on each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that just surely made me stop smoking. I'm like, dang, that is true. You know what I'm saying? Especially the part, you know what I'm saying, like when you passing the blunt around and it become undone at the end, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta lick it back together. After the first dude done rolled it up, you know what I'm saying? It's on your hand now. So, oh man, it done came undone. So you gotta lick it back together and then dry it. You know what I'm saying? Now your tongue done collided. Oh, good night. You know what I'm saying? And COVID's still out there. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all think y'all. I'm good. I ain't got no COVID. Yeah, you do now. And then you go home and kiss your babies, kiss your girl or your husband. Now you done spreaded all that stuff around. Especially when you kiss your husband or you kiss your wife. You got about 4 niggas spit in your mouth. I'm gonna leave it at that. But smoking is unlawful too. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be my time. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes to the men of the Lord at ISUPK.com. We do have a feast day coming up, which is February 14th and February 15th. That's a Monday and a Tuesday. So I advise you not to celebrate that pagan holiday, which is that falls on that same Monday, which is Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? You come learn about your true culture. You know, the Feast of Purim. You know what I'm saying? Find your local city or your local camp leader and find out, you know, the time and the place of of the Feast of Purim in your city or your zone. Go ahead. So you got something?
Yeah, it's about Sister Esther. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, this sister didn't bitch about getting a gift.
Right.
She went out there and fought for her people to live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that type of sister deserves honor. These
right.
other bitches out here, they don't need no gift.
Right.
They funky ass. So like, get up in here in school and learn how to be a true sister.
Right.
So like,
Kind. What you're saying was heavy because, you know, that holiday only measures Women measure that holiday, to see the measure of man to see how much they love them, with gifts. But a man don't show his love by, how much money he spent on you. But that's what they think. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it'll be read in the security announcements. And also, we got the Passover coming up. So, it's going to be in Cocoa Beach, Florida. You know what I'm saying? So, book your rooms, book your flights, book your transportation. Get all that in line, get your garments ready. Because, man, I'm trying to come fly, you know what I'm saying, with some goldfish in my boots. You know what I'm saying? So with that, pass the class over to Priest and newly raised officer 50 Yabakan for the security announcement. What was I crying? It's on there.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew. Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give the treasury department or teacher. Priest funds, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, Purim, 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, Monday, the 14th of February, and Tuesday, the 15th of February, 2022. In the book of Esther, 9 and 20 through 31. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And these are the security announcements.
Can I say something quick?
Right, fellow comes.
Separate announcement. Brothers and sisters, Google search the school and request directions prior to departure to the school. Once arrived, click the website button. If you have pictures, you can upload them here. And that concludes the announcements.
All right. Go ahead, sir.
If I may, I want to show y'all, this is how much I love the UPK. Look at this brother, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is proof that the UPK strengthens people up. You know what I'm saying? It builds brothers up. My brother first came down, he had a little back, he was a little walker, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He can do cartwheels now, you know?
Right.
Brother is strong, and that, I'm telling you something, I'm proud of him. Big shout out to
Most
and also big shout out to Captain Yadazak, man, because this brother here is living proof of what this school will do for brother or sister.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And Slag, if I may, you know what I'm saying, it gives inspiration to me and myself, man, and to truly live by one of the slogans that we live by as a school, and that's no cowards, no excuses.
Right.
Man, that brother really gives you no excuse to, you know what I'm saying, to have any type of excuse, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, good night. You know what I'm saying? So, man, brother, just be an inspiration to other brothers, man, and continue to fish, all right? You know what I'm saying? All right, with that, Imagine, which means a stand. I'm gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers, then the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, Yazmatat, Saw, face the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Atah Hashem Yahweh Shah, Yazmatat, dismiss.